Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Day. This is Aastha Chopra. Well, today LIC Mutual Fund has launched their NFO, and with me to speak more about it, we have Mr. RK Jha, who is the MD and CEO of LIC Mutual Fund. Thank you so much, sir. First of all, many congratulations. We meet again for the new NFO you've just launched today.
Right.
So, sir, help me understand in this scenario where the markets in very volatile in terms of equities and something. Why did you choose to introduce NFO right now? What makes you different in the thematic world of equities and consumption?
Very good question that you have asked. Though the markets are volatile, but consumption, as we all understand, that because of announcement of GST 2.0 by the Prime Minister and Government of India, and after its execution from 22nd of September, we find that there has been a renewed interest. The aspirations of the billion people are there in making structural transformation as regards their purchasing habits. And naturally, during this period, during this festive season, we found that more than 60,000 crores have been sold in gold and silver segment. Passenger car units only, more than 1 lakh units were sold on one single day on Dhanteras. It has been also observed that the goods and services, as per the data given by Confederation of All India Traders (CAIT), it crossed 6.05 lakh crores. So primarily it is the question of timing of this consumption fund, and since government is giving lot of boosters and encouraging all the industries, Indians, to invest into the consumption segment, we thought that this could be a very good time. Rather, it should be an ideal time to bring out a fund on the theme of consumption, and which will help not only us but the investors also to generate wealth and create a good wealth kitty for themselves and their family members.
Okay, sir. So you explained us it was a good time, and on the other hand, the middle class, which are the key drivers of the economy as well. So for them, how is this NFO very useful? First of all, the long-term sustainability of consumption. Of course, in terms of inflation and festive season, we just finished the festive season. So how will it cater to the middle class term, and what are the risk mitigations you're taking in terms of middle class and the inflations, and how is it combining all together?
One thing we observed that the Indian economy is primarily driven by the consumption theme.
Yeah.
And when we analyze the total GDP, $3.83 trillion, we observed that almost $2.33 trillion is the portion of consumption, private consumption, and which is 61% of the total GDP of the country. And it is expected by 2030 that it will grow by 10.6%, and this consumption will further increase to $3.87 trillion. So and it will be equivalent to the GDP, the present GDP of the country. So this growth in the consumption, or this utilization of the consumption, is not because of one segment. It is not possible. Even the government has said that they have found that in the last 10-11 years, more than 25 crore people have migrated to the new middle class segment, and middle class segment is growing at the rate of almost 10-11%. Their total number of middle class is more than 31 crore, and they are expected to be growing to more than 50 crores over a period of 10-11 years by 2035. And this segment of middle class, or the upper middle class, or the lower middle class, the entire segment, they are extremely aspirational. They want their children to be good educated. They want that they should be earning high, and they should be having good income at their levels. So this segment is the powerful engine of the growth of the entire economy. And not only that, if we all remember, in 2014, Prime Minister Modi ji had initiated Prime Minister Jan Dhan Yojana, wherein more than 50 crore people were were brought into the financial ecosystem. And as on date, when I was going through some report, the total amount of deposits which are there, it is more than 2.73 lakh crores of deposits which are lying in those 51 crore of Jandhan accounts. And the average balance in these accounts is almost around 5,000 rupees. So which means that rural people, or the people who have been brought into this financial inclusion, the migration of 25 crore people to the new middle class, and the entire middle class segment, which comprises of 31% of the Indian population, and they are aspirational, they have dreams. We feel that for them this fund will be of extreme value, a golden opportunity to them, and NFO is really a golden time to invest, because in the entire 15 days of this NFO period, they will be getting units at the basic 10 rupees value. Later on, from 25th of November, the NAV may change, but this is the golden period when they can invest into, and they can stay invested for a long period of time. And this is what we highlight to all our investors, our distributors, our LIC agents, LIC partners also, that investing into mutual fund, one should go for a medium to long term duration. Then only the wealth will get created. And the longer the duration in this particular fund, they will naturally observe that whatever financial goals they have kept for themselves or their family members, that will be achieved. So this is one segment. Second thing which I want to highlight is the benchmark of Nifty India Consumption Fund. We find that in the last 4 years, it has shown much better returns in comparison to Nifty 50 TRI or Nifty 500 TRI in the last 4 years, and the average return has been very close to 16%. So any person who would like to invest into consumption theme, for them the growth, when the government is giving so much push to boost the consumption segment, to ensure that the income levels of the individuals grow, which will naturally be translated into more investment into consumption segments, whether it is electronic items, or whether it is high-end cars, high-end mobile phones, or luxury watches, etc., branded apparel, clothes, all those things, or good lifestyle which people are looking for, that they should be having good lifestyle, good eating habits. So all this will naturally translate into the companies who are associated with consumption theme. They will also get lot of benefit because of the entire thrust by the government, and our schemes which are there from the mutual fund industry as regards consumption funds, which will give lot of push, lot of growth to the entire economy. And we definitely feel that investors who will be associated in investing into consumption fund, they'll certainly able to achieve their financial goals which they have planned.
Yeah, actually I think these are the points which make the NFO different from other consumers which are bringing several schemes into the market. But I think these are the points which is specifically driven by the upper middle class, and the lower middle class. Yes, let's before we close it, let's talk about a global and domestic outlook. First of all, I can see here where foreign capital inflows, the foreign capital inflows into the Indian equity markets have been fluctuating, like we can already see that. So how do you balance these domestic consumption driven themes right from the above?
See, presently if you talk about the economy, it is a VUCA world, where V stands for volatility, U stands for uncertainty, C is for complexity, and A is for ambiguity. We all understand that there are a lot of different kind of noise which are emanating from the world, not specifically from the Indian domestic economy per se perspective, but from like from US, a tariff war is going on, but we are hopeful that very soon the BTA will take place and things will get streamlined. Then there are geopolitical tensions at different level, then we had in our own country we had Operation Sindoor at one point of time in this current financial year. So there has been a kind of geopolitical or external volatility, induced volatility, which affected our market sentiment.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if I would like to say that our own internal domestic economy is very strong, very resilient, and because you will find there are several positive indicators, whether GDP growth rate in Q1, you will consider it was at 7.8%, one of the best in the world. Many economists or many institutions, they were saying that the growth rate will be around 6%, 6.5%, but it beat the estimates of all such economists, and in the first quarter we grew at around 7.8%. Secondly, though there has been restriction of US tariffs and the export orders, but government is extremely focused that all our industries, they should expand their export countries, and in the entire world there are around 195 200 countries. It is correct also that we should not concentrate upon only one economy. We must look for different markets to increase our export orders. Absolutely. And I personally and strongly believe that if we start diversifying our export market, naturally the companies will also grow tremendously, and the benefits will definitely accrue to the country also, because of the diversification of export orders also, and we should be able to bridge the gap between the export and the import also. Country will also save lot of things. So personally I believe, and one thing more which I wanted to highlight, that these are times that make us Atmanirbhar, that we should always try to build our own technology, our own capabilities, etc., so that we are more strengthened. I will give you a small example of COVID-19. When COVID-19 came into in March 2020, if you will remember, we did not have any PPE kit at our not a single PPE kit was manufactured here. The entire PPE kit, that personal protective equipment, जो PPE kit थे जो health professionals used to wear, that was imported from the other countries for our health professionals. But within 2 months our industries, they started within when a call was given that this is required to be manufactured in India only, within 2 months almost more than 2 lakh PPE kits every day was manufactured and then given to the health professionals. Similarly, if you remember, we were not getting the vaccines also, but internally both Serum and the Bharat Biotech, they manufactured the COVID vaccines at the right time.
In the history. India in a like very less time.
Very less time. Yes, March 20 COVID-19, that pandemic was announced. And by January 2021, both the vaccines were Covaxin and Covishield came, and as on date, or probably more than 2.2 billion doses have already been taken.
Absolutely.
So which means that this is a time that our industry should be very, very positive, and they must look for expanding their production, their technology, their everything. This is not the time that we should sit down and crib about the facilities which are not there, or the openings that we are not. Rather we should be, and I am 100% sure that our industry people, economists, everyone is working very hard to ensure that we should progress in all areas. And we have seen also that we are seeing also that in semiconductor we have done lot of good things, in railways, in flights, everywhere, everything, in defense, lot of positive changes, positive things we are hearing, and I am sure that the vision taken by the government of India to become Viksit Bharat by 2047 will definitely happen. And manufacturing theme, we had last year launched manufacturing fund. This year we are launching consumption fund. These are such funds which are of multi-decadal funds, which are not for 1 or 2 years. These funds have been curated and we have thought over very seriously. Then only after taking approval from SEBI, we are coming out with these funds so that people can invest into and they can personally see that good growth will result into the various investments that we have made. And not only that, our vision is also very powerful. Our vision is to be a trusted partner in wealth creation and a mutual fund of choice. So we are extremely committed, the entire team of LIC Mutual Fund, we are extremely committed and dedicated towards ensuring that those who invest into mutual fund schemes of LIC Mutual Fund, they will be naturally, they are our trusted partner, and we will generate returns in such a manner that their wealth creation takes place in a very strong and resolute manner.
Well, sir, you have portrayed it very beautifully. You have explained that how fast we are moving despite of all the geopolitical tensions, their duties, the import duties, whatever. But yeah, India is moving very forward in terms of anything you count on your fingers and it's there. Sustainability, green power, pharmaceutical companies, and you have put it very well. And this NFO, I think it's come in a better time, which cater to all the needs, especially in the middle class sector and going up and going down both ways. Thank you so much, sir, for speaking to us first of all, and we are looking forward to again speak to you very soon. And thank you so much for your lovely insights.
Thanks to all the viewers.
Thank you.
Thank you.